Hello, great minds. Welcome to class today. Our topic is colonial Nigeria and Nigerian nationalist leaders. Colonial Nigeria and Nigerian nationalist leaders. So, in today's lesson, you're going to learn the meaning of colony, protectorate, amalgamation, nationalist, and you'd also get to see some Nigerian nationalists. Okay, so now let's go over to the meaning of colony. A colony is a country which is ruled by another country. A colony is a country which is ruled by another country. Now, what is colonial Nigeria? Colonial Nigeria refers to the period when Nigeria was ruled by Britain, okay? So in the case of Nigeria, Nigeria was colonized by Britain. You can see some Britons here giving instructions to Nigerians in the picture. So that is what colony is, and that's what colonial Nigeria is. Now let's go over to look at how these British people gained control over Nigeria. Okay. So initially, there was nothing like Nigeria. There was no country like Nigeria. It was just different ethnic groups, who had their own kings ruling over them. But when the British came into the area, the local kings sold slaves to the British, who finally gained control over them. Okay, the local kings sold slaves, and in order to get the slaves, they fought wars against themselves. So each kingdom fought wars against other kingdoms to capture slaves. And the more they fought these wars, the more the kingdoms became weaker. And as the kingdoms became weaker, the British was able to overpower the kingdoms and gain control over them. You can see the slaves in the background here. You can see them, they've been chained, that they are ready to be sold. You can see these ones here, they have been chained also, and they are being taken away as slaves to foreign land. Okay, so after the British gained control over the different kingdoms in the place we now call Nigeria, they called it the Southern and Northern Protectorates. Okay, they called it the Southern. So the kingdoms in the south were called the Southern Protectorates, while the kingdoms in the north were called the Northern Protectorates. Okay. Now, what is a protectorate? A protectorate is a place that is controlled and protected by another place. A protectorate is a place that is controlled and protected by another place. So, in this case, both the southern and northern protectorates were were controlled and protected by the British government. Okay, so after gaining control over these areas, the British government sent a man to rule over the area. He was known as the governor of the colony, and his name was Lord Frederick Lugard. Lord Frederick Lugard. Okay, so he was the governor that was sent from Britain to rule over both the Southern and the Northern Protectorates. Now, in the year 1914, the British joined the Southern and Northern Protectorates to form a country. That's the beginning of our country. Okay, so the British joined both the Northern and the Southern Protectorates. And that brings us to the meaning of amalgamation. Amalgamation is the joining of two protectorates. Amalgamation is the joining of two protectorates. So in this case, the Southern and Northern protectorates were joined to form a country. Okay, and that country needed a name. That country needed a name. And a beautiful lady named Florasha gave the country the name Nigeria. She got the name Nigeria from two words, which are Niger and area. The one of the a very important river in our country is the river Niger. So she joined the word Niger from river Niger and area to form the name Nigeria. And that was how Flora Shaw gave our country the name Nigeria. Flora Shaw was a very good friend to Lord Frederick Lugard, and after some time they got married, so she became his wife. You can see Lord Lugard and Flora Shaw. Okay, so that was how the name Nigeria came about. Okay, now during this period of colonization, the local people did not have a say in how they were ruled. Okay, everything about how they were ruled was decided by the British government. And so, after some time, some Nigerians who loved the country decided to fight for her freedom from the British rule. Okay, and these people are known as nationalists. So, now let's look at who a nationalist who a nationalist is. Who is a nationalist? A nationalist is a person who loves and fights for the freedom of his country. So if you love your country and you want to fight for the freedom of your country, you are a nationalist, okay? You are a nationalist. Nigeria remained under the British rule until 1960 when she became independent. Nigeria became independent in 1960 because of the nationalists who fought for her freedom. Okay, now let's look at some of the Nigerian nationalists. This is Herbert Macaulay. He founded the first political party in Nigeria in the year 1923. This is Nnamdi Azikiwe. He was the first president of Nigeria, and his picture or his portrait is on the 500 naira note. This is Obafemi Awolowo. He is also one of our foremost nationalists. He was a Yoruba leader too, and his picture is on the 100 naira note. This is Margaret Ekpo. Okay, she was one of the leaders of the Aba Market Women Association. She was a nationalist. She also contributed in fighting for Nigeria's freedom. This is Tafawa Balewa, and he was a northern leader. His picture is on the 5 naira notes, and this is Anthony Enahoro. He was also one of the nationalist leaders who fought for the freedom of our country. Okay, so today we have been able to learn the meaning of some words. We know the meaning of colony. A colony is a country which is ruled by another country. We have learned the meaning of protectorate. A protectorate is a country that is protected, that is controlled and protected by another country. We learned about how the British gained control over the area called Nigeria. Okay, we learned about the name of the governor of the colony called Nigeria, and we saw the name of the woman who named our country Nigeria, and we have also seen some very important nationalist leaders in Nigeria. Okay, so with that, we have come to the end of the class. Thank you very much for being a part of it. Bye bye.